Hello everyone. So today's video is on the hardest part about being vegan. And some of you may think this video may be on food, because obviously how on earth could you live without meat, dairy, and eggs? Some of you might be like, yeah, like I could never live without cheese. Like I'm addicted to cheese. Cheese equals life. Or maybe some of you are like, no, but like I have to have steak. Like steak's my thing, like thick, juicy, like rare, like that's me. But no, that's not what this video is about. This video is about something else. So let's get into it. Are you ready for it? Are you sure? So, the hardest thing about being vegan is you're vegan? Why would you ever do that to yourself? What do you even eat? Like, what can you eat? I'm vegan. Oh, cool. Oh, we have a vegan over here. She can't have that. Oh, no. Like, I work out every day. I need protein. But I love bacon. Drum roll, please. Society. That's the hardest thing, for sure. Hands down, food I would not even put into that category whatsoever. The food is probably the best part about being vegan. Most delicious, most nutritious, most compassionate, everything you could ever imagine that's wonderful is in vegan food. Yeah, so the hardest thing is being in this society. And you know, obviously being a minority belief group, I guess you could say, has definitely been a challenge. And it's definitely something I've never really faced before in my entire life. So I think that's kind of, you know, ignited something in me to, you know, go forth even more strongly and more compassionately, just because it's not a popular belief. And I've definitely grown to understand that just because something isn't a popular belief doesn't mean that it's not correct. You know, there's so many things that were popular beliefs that, you know, continued on for so many years with like people thinking that that was the correct, you know, way of thinking, whatever it was. And it was found out years later that that was not correct. Slavery, when everyone was like, oh yeah, if you're black, you're a slave, duh. When people thought the world was flat, that was a thing. Yeah, it's round. So yeah, there's just things throughout, you know, history that people have, you know, had to be popular belief, but it's not. It ends up not being correct. And sometimes I do kind of wish that, you know, I was in a society maybe 50, 100 years in the future where I'm sure this type of lifestyle is way more recognized to be, you know, the healthier, more sustainable, more compassionate lifestyle, and the lifestyle that just makes sense. Like, there's no downside to it. So, yeah. Any time machine makers out there, hit me up. I do feel blessed that, you know, I've been enlightened with this information, because now I can go forth and spread the education to other people and have them be enlightened as well. And, you know, we could really do something huge here. I like to call it the vegan revolution, as many do, but, you know, we have the potential to save our planet. We have the potential to completely end a extremely, like, the largest social injustice issue going on right now, like essentially the animal holocaust. Like billions and billions of animals are being killed every year just for, you know, the selfish desires of the human race. And of course the Western world disease epidemic killing our own population, and also completely solving world hunger. And I realized that, you know, the human species, you know, they're creatures of habit, as are so many other species. So people don't want to make changes. It's just a hard thing. And I am a human as well. I do understand that. But I think when you start viewing things in a bigger perspective, looking at the larger picture, and, you know, you are a very important part of this world, but you're also a very small part of this world. So if you can make an impact if you can make a difference in this huge world as this small little being, then, why not? Like, make a difference, like, do something that matters. Like, don't be contributing to, the deforestation, world water shortage, the animal holocaust, and, the continuation of extreme obesity, heart disease, cancer, osteoporosis. If people could just understand the impact of what they put in their mouth and, what they choose to consume, then I think that's where change would start to occur. It's like once you come to this lifestyle and you realize how amazing it makes you feel and, really how impactful it is, and just, it makes you feel important. You are seriously making a difference. It doesn't even make sense to me why people wouldn't. And like I said, I do understand that it is a difficult process to change. And once you get through that initial 3 weeks, I believe, for your taste buds to change and to form a habit, 22 days, I believe. There's a 22-day revolution that I'll link below. I think that's what Beyonce did. Fun fact. But yeah, so I know change is hard, but the bigger picture is that you are making such an amazing decision by coming to this lifestyle. Definitely one of the most difficult parts of all this is, watching the ones that you love so much, your friends and your family, continue to make the same choices again and again, knowing that they're harming themselves, they're harming other living beings, and, they're causing detriment to the world. Just knowing that they could be so much better off, and knowing the way you feel, and just wishing so badly that they could feel the way you're feeling, because why would you not want someone to feel this amazing? And you have this knowledge and you don't want to be pushy. It's this fine line where you want them to have this information too, because this is very useful information, but you don't want to force anything on them. Like, if someone's going to come to this lifestyle, it's going to be on their own. It's going to be self-motivated. It's not something that someone can push on anyone else. It has to be, here's the knowledge, and, here's the resources, and you have to be motivated to continue on, because, like I said, change initially is not easy. But when you're looking at the big picture, it's so worth it. It's more than worth it. And it makes me so sad beyond belief when people have such a negative connotation with simply the word vegan. And maybe I'm biased because I guess I am one, but like, there's so much good that is being done in the vegan community for this entire world, for your own benefit. And it makes me sad just doing my own brand stuff with See How I Do, that I have to refrain a lot of times from using vegan, or I won't get as much traffic. It's a turnoff for people. People prefer to hear plant-based, or something with veggies, or but it's all the same thing. It really is. It's just living a lifestyle using the fruits of the earth, rather than being cruel to living beings. Yeah, so I just hope that with time, I'm sure with time, that this lifestyle will catch on and people will have a different connotation of it all, and we'll see this as a huge positive message that is coming for everyone. So my ultimate message for this vlog is just for everyone to just try to be more open-minded. If you hear something, a belief, information that just sounds crazy, like something so different than what you're used to, don't turn your head or, disregard it, or even go as far to criticize it. Everyone believes what they're brought up to believe, how society conditions them to perceive things. So, you might be hearing about something that is in a different culture, or, just a different way of life that's not your own. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It doesn't mean it's weird. It's just not what you do. But it definitely doesn't mean that, you can't be open to it and you can't, educate yourself on it. I think if everyone was a little more open-minded, I think we'd have a lot more peaceful and a lot happier of a society. So keep those minds open, people. Before I end this video, I'll share with you guys one of my favorite quotes. After I actually watched the video movie documentary Jobs on Netflix, it really stuck with me, and I guess it resonated with me because, you know, I was watching this as a vegan and, you know, kind of feeling like this misfit in society and, you know, going against the norm and all this. So I'll share it with you on the screen right now. I'll end on that note, and I will see you guys next video. Ciao!